You will be like a watered garden. Imagine here in this desert area, a watered garden. We call this the Living Waters Garden. And it's such a joy. The pilgrims love walking through here. The guests who visit love this. You will be like a watered garden. And there's another one I love very much. You will be called repairer of the breach. And as a farming boy in County Clare, in North Clare, where all the fields are separated by stone walls, many times, for various reasons, a stretch of a wall could fall. If an animal pushed against it, dry stone, they weren't just out separating the areas of a farm, and to fix the breach in the wall was often a task. To repair the breach. It would be a terrible problem if the cows broke into a young crop of oats or wheat or barley, and they'd love it. And they'd really mess it up. And if it was a neighbour's field, it would mess up the relationships. To repair the breach is it's a very important word. Good morning. God bless you. And if it was a building to repair the breach, the enemies came and attacked the city and breached the walls. Repair of the breach restored security to a city. Actually, I need to go someplace else now because of another image. So this writing is marvelous. It's just marvelous writing. It's so delightful. When you have very good images that are very appropriate, then it's just so satisfying for the mind, because it's not just the words, then it's the whole set of words create an image, and the image conjures up ideas. Your gloom shall become like midday. You know, this window is sometimes very dark. Even if we move now, we will lose the light and it will become dark, right? But your gloom shall be like the midday. Like, this is not the midday, this is just sunrise. Your gloom shall be like the midday. Now it's darker. And over here we have ruins. The ancient ruins shall be rebuilt for your sake, and the foundations from ages past shall raise up. This is wonderful when human beings are down. The marvelous work a doctor does for a victim of an accident or of a major illness. And the doctor's work assists the work of nature that's fighting for life. And so people are restored to health. Actually, I just saw a WhatsApp message that came in the course of the night. I didn't open it. I'll do that after I'm finished my prayer and this live stream. But the first 3 lines were that the stitches were removed. A person who had a very serious operation for cancer, and thanks be to God, things are on the mend, and the stitches are removed. The stitches were necessary. The doctor didn't heal the wound. That was the process of the work of the creator of nature's strengths that the creator has endowed our bodies with, and our wounds healed, thanks be to God. something very marvelous. The work of restoring. We had those, oftentimes we see the sprouts coming out from these trees. I don't think this one is going to do much anymore. It's very burned. And how does all of this happen? That they will call you a restorer of breaches. If you remove from your midst oppression. So we were with the same type of ideas yesterday. We're in Isaiah chapter 58. If you remove from your midst oppression, false accusation. I heard the German commentary this morning, and it was a pointing finger. It's easy for us to point out the mistakes of others and their faults, but if it's a false accusation, pointing out something that actually isn't even true, something negative, something evil about somebody that never committed that. If you remove this type of stuff, bearing false witness, that's one of the in the commandments. You shall not lie. To lie against a person. It's very, very, very serious, very evil. Ruining people's reputation. It's a major offense. If you remove from your midst oppression, false accusation, and malicious speech, speaking badly, evil speech. If you bestow your bread on the hungry and satisfy the afflicted. Then light shall rise for you in the darkness, and the gloom shall become for you like midday. There's a nice east breeze, and so it's about 15 degrees already. And I forgot to take out my clothes out of the dryer yesterday. And last night I realized that I hung them up and they were perfectly dry this morning. Very different than the last few days. They were so humid and drizzly. And the drizzly, humid day, dull, gloomy, has become a spectacular sunrise. And this is the whole spirit of Lent. You imagine sharing your bread with the hungry. It's a very powerful image. But what it's saying is that a person is more important than your possessions. Because one human being is worth more than the entire universe. And when a human being is in trouble, we've just got to help. There's no other way. And then you'll be like a watered garden. If you honor the Lord and call the Sabbath a delight, the Lord's holy day honorable. I just saw a bee going around right now, so winter is over. This is so high already, this is above my knees, it's halfway up my thigh. Flourishing to be like a watered garden. Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may walk in your truth, reorienting my life towards God's will, towards His goodness, His good disposition for my person. You, O Lord, are good and forgiving, abounding in kindness to all who call upon you. So if I've made mistakes, if I have spoken harsh words, if I have been difficult to my family, now there's a new moment for goodness to blossom. This is the whole point of Lent, as we turn back to the Lord and give Him the first place and give due place to our fellow human beings. Oh, I just found some reeds in flower. We had them yesterday. Not to do a show-off fasting, but an authentic fasting. Not to just look downcast as someone would by fasting, but all these reeds in flower are all upright at the moment. They're not. Well, there's one over there that's bent over. And then we have Matthew, the tax collector. And this had to happen over there in Capernaum, which we can easily see from here. Just go one more step or two. That white spot there on the edge of the water, in the center of the screen. Matthew, Levi, a tax collector. And Jesus said, follow me, and he followed. And then Levi gave a great banquet in his house. And a large crowd of tax collectors and others were at table with him. And some religious people were complaining that he was eating with the wrong kind of people, wrong association. Don't hang around with that criminal, with that corrupt politician. One way is to hang around with them and just participate in their corruption. Another way is to hang around with them to help them to the right road. And Jesus' intention is totally good, and he wants to help them to the right road. But he's guilty by association. And Jesus continues, it's the sick who need a doctor. I came to call not the righteous, but sinners to repentance. So we're all welcome. Let's not condemn people because of association with others, especially when we don't know their intentions. God bless you. See you later, alligators. Oops, that wasn't my intention. Hit the wrong button there.